And we are back from the break. Party has made a couple decisions. The Whisper Ward and Finn is going to try to use Animal Spy. So who else has something that they want to do?
Before people go, I'm going to cast Sacred Guardian onto, because I already have one on Lafdul from the day before. I'm going to cast 3 more. I'm going to cast one on Finn, Lankas, and Solas, so that uh, I say 4. I'm going to cast another one on the Braxon.
Mm-hmm.
So any of them run into trouble during this whole scouting process, I will be able to get a mental vision of what's going on.
Okay.
Right. It's called Spirit Guardian?
Sacred.
Sacred Guardian.
Sacred Guardian.
Can anyone spare me a invisibility spell or something?
Yes, I was preparing an extra one for you.
This is already tomorrow.
It's not. I wanted to get the plans.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I haven't cast these yet. These are for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what you're going to cast.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'd like to go somewhere. I don't know where would be a sensible place to go other than where the Whisper Ward's going to be set.
Well, okay, so let's see. You want to watch for people exiting or leaving?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just want to have a place. I mean, there's probably not a place in front of the door, but I want to find a place where there's something like a ledge up the side of the passageway where people aren't obviously going to go there. Where I can climb up and sit somewhere.
Do you have a preference for the north or south gate? If not, I was going to ask if anyone else has a preference. Just so you know.
Well, I'm thinking if Finn's going to have his spy on the north gate, maybe I should try for the south gate.
Okay.
Just an idea with that, because we were talking about trying to figure out which branch of the passage they take when they leave. You could watch one.
That's true.
And then if we determine that somebody left that gate, but you didn't see them, obviously they took the other branch.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder. Are any of the passages got places where you can sit up high and see people? Like
you'll have to go look at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll search for that and probably take Lem and then
Lem will help you find that.
Yeah.
Lem is pretty good at not being spotted as well if you want her to be with you or if you want her to not be with you. It's up to you.
Yeah, she can hang around with me.
Well, I mean, like, if you guys want her to do something else, that's a possibility. Or if you're worried that, like, she's not invisible, but... So she might not
Maybe
be as...
Maybe she could do the same thing as Braxon. After Braxon finds a place to sit.
Question regarding invisibility.
Yeah?
Solas and Lankas, how many invisibility spells do you have and or are taking potentially?
I'm preparing 2, so that way I could cast one on Braxon.
Currently I'm preparing only 1.
Because I have my ring for myself or for someone else, but ideally I wanted to save my granted power and invisibility to use chaos instead on the creatures to make them fight each other or something. I don't know if I am actually going to go ahead with it. It's just I want to keep that option open.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rather than use my granted power. So I might want to hold on to my ring of invisibility.
I mean, that's up to you.
Fine.
For the turn that I'm casting, not being stumbled across would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
That is why
you can do yours first then.
Yeah. Oh, right. One for Braxon, one for... Okay, so I was preparing 1.
No, he just needs to set up his
spare.
Whisper Ward. I can lend him my ring. He gives it back. Then I do the scouting of Solas, you, and afterwards, I assume. I'm going with the polymorph.
Well, you were going to go to the south gate to cast Whisper Ward down there. Were you? Or did you not want to do that?
No, I'm still doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to the north gate.
Yeah, but I can wait for him to come back or whatever he's doing. Actually, are you... No, you're staying there, aren't you? Because you're doing your... Oh,
For Animal Spy, I can cast Vocalize on you. I was actually planning to do that before going in.
Okay, real fast.
Finn.
Okay.
Real fast. So Lankas, Solas, and Lafdul, you're all planning to sneak back into Khazafren again, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I assume so, because they'll need me for my telepathy as well, so... Otherwise, they can't communicate with each other.
Okay.
Easily.
And you're going to be doing the same kind of thing that you did before with Polymorph Self?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So rereading Animal Spy, I will not be doing that, actually.
The spell?
Yeah.
Why not?
For the duration of the spell, the caster remains in a trance, unable to move or use human senses.
And it's an hour?
It would be
one
5
turn
turns.
for 2 levels.
Okay, 50 minutes.
So he has to be protected.
Do you
And
want...
I don't really know that we're going to gain any useful information staying that close to the gate that we wouldn't get just by being that close to the gate.
Okay, so you don't want to even consider like having someone protect you for that duration?
Like I said, I don't see us actually gaining.
Okay. That's fine. That's what I wanted to check.
What? Just before
it would be more useful if I cast it on a flying creature or something that was flying into Khazafren or something.
Or a crack in the wall or something, if it's not perfectly sealed.
Yep. Casting it on a creature that's just going to sit there in the gatehouse. Other than possibly picking up some gatehouse gossip, I'm not going to get much information.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Out of interest, if you cast a spell and someone like Braxon carried you away, would that break the spell?
That would be up to all to determine.
If the animal is further than 100 yards away per caster level.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would mean 1,100 yards.
Which is a lot of space, actually. Okay. So you don't want to do that. That's fine.
No, freeze up my other things.
Do you want to use your shape change to sneak in or anything like that? Or what do you want to do after you do the Whisper Ward in that case?
I think I might as well sneak in then.
Okay. All right.
Or thinking about it, if Braxton's going to be invisible at the south gate on one of the branches, I'll take up a lizard form and camp out at a branch off the south or off the north gate path.
Okay.
No, that wouldn't work because then I wouldn't be able to tell anyone the Whisper Ward's gone off.
Wow.
Well, so while you're in there, you're not really going to be able to tell anyone that the Whisper Ward's gone off anyway. The Whisper Ward right now is kind of like, I see it as okay, we know someone left at about this time, or something like that, or someone came back at about this time, whichever one you want to do. More of like information gathering.
Just as a suggestion, we cast the Whisper Words as we leave, not as we go in.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call, because then we could follow people.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it just one Whisper Ward? I would be memorizing.
If you're casting it as you leave, then yeah.
All right, then.
Because
Well, I would still be happy for Braxon to sit there while everyone's inside because he can't do anything else useful.
I mean, you can
and then
still
you can
watch.
come and get me. You can come and get me when you're ready to do other stuff.
Okay.
If all of us are
If all of us are what?
if we're sort of traveling as small creatures, would I'm just wondering how those lizards are going to react if they can. I'm wondering how much of a scent marker a mouse would be.
A bit.
I kind of
I think the hope is that you're too small for them to care about you.
yeah, because I noticed I ran into that problem of having to wait for my silence to wear off, and I kind of
Also, it does help that, for example, in case of Solas, he doesn't walk across the floor. He flies to the door and then lowers himself so he can go under.
yeah.
So
You generally don't need it, so you're in and out.
So he wouldn't leave that much of a scent mark.
Right, because Finn did bring up the point about it leaving a magical trace if they have the means. Well, considering this place is quite, we're noticing more and more they have a lot of magical wardings, and I don't want to leave a magical trace any more than I already have.
So the
Yeah,
bigger
that's
concern,
to
the
keep
bigger
casting it.
concern, like once you're gone, no one can tell that a polymorphed person walked by. Like detect magic is not going to reveal a trail of magic from a polymorphed
it's a
person.
Passive trace without trace that does.
Okay. Yeah.
It leaves a trace for one. If anyone's got, any form of detect magic, they'll know that immediately.
Right.
And they'll be able to trace this exactly to where we're going. That's why I don't want to keep casting that. Ideally, not cast it because of how magically inclined these people are.
Okay. In that case, then you will leave a scent. The question is whether the creatures here will care about that, and that's something that you got to deal with.
Or unless I just don't go in, I just leave it to Solas and Lankas, these two go in with their fly spells. I mean, I can be on the outside with telepathy, so I can still relay.
That's up to you.
That depends on if Solas wants to cast Fly on me again. That's up to him.
Yeah, I will cast another fly. I can take 2 flies. One for myself and one for you.
Okay, so Lafdul, do you want to watch the south exit then?
I can do, I guess, yeah. How? Oh, are you going in through the north or the south? You go through the north, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it with spiders and their webs.
And the spider webs, yeah. Well, if you had to attack snares and pits, you'd not go into the spider
I'm
webs.
not going to be risking with its spiders and webs.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Lankas and Solas, are you going in through the north gate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lafdul?
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Could I swap places with Braxon? Because I think Braxon wanted to watch one of the north gate locations, right?
He's going to watch
I
the
was gonna
south
watch one of the south gates.
Oh,
but
south.
If you want me to do the
No,
north gate,
that's fine. I prefer the north gate.
So, but that means that when everyone's done, you got to go down to the south gate to cast Whisper Ward.
Because Finn's doing the north one. All right, yeah. So that means I do need to. All right, I'm gonna say I have to swap with Braxon.
Okay. Well, you don't have to swap with him. You can just be with him.
No, it makes sense to swap. So.
Since Finn isn't casting the animal spy, he can now cast the Whisper Ward on the southern one if he wants. So I think.
Okay, just make decisions, people, please.
Finn will go to the south gate.
Now I don't know where I am.
Well, that means you're on the north then.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought Lafdul was okay.
No, because Solas and Lankas are going through the North Gate, so ideally I need to be near the North Gate to cast
Right.
telepathy on them.
Braxton's going to find a place to hang around on the south gate invisibly, and Lem's going to find a place in the north.
I'll guard the camp.
I think I'll guard the camp too, since I don't really know how I can help out much here.
Okay.
Ditto.
Okay, so Braxon, you're gonna watch the north gate, and Finn, you're gonna watch the south gate instead.
Yes, until whenever our designated time to leave is, and then I'll
Okay.
cast the Whisper Ward and leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the
Yeah.
north gate then.
Okay. And you
Or-
wanted Lem to do what, Braxon? I'm sorry.
I thought she was going to stay somewhere else, but if Finn's going to be outside and can spy the lizard, then Lem can go back.
We did mention finding maybe a better or closer spot to get in through the water that Lem might look for, and Ockar and and Darrakar can go with her to scout that out.
That's a good idea. We could do that.
Well, Lem would tell you that you already know that the water near you can get you into Kazafren.
Yes, but
that's
it's an
fair.
hour away,
Oh,
and we'd have to be able to
also
breathe underwater that whole time.
Also, do remember that from our observations, the water entrances to the Kazafren are under the surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to find a closer one to not have to have water breathing up so long.
Yeah.
Doesn't water breathing last in the magnitude of hours in any event?
I mean, it's understandable that you might want to find a closer space.
Yeah, we want to know if there's a closer option available.
There's nothing to say you won't get dispelled, so
sometimes
hour
you don't
level.
want to. Yeah, and sometimes you don't want to be stuck under the water for several hours.
Okay, that's fine. She should probably look for that alone. Darrakar and Ockar would probably be making a lot of noise and stuff.
That's fair.
I mean, if you guys still want to go anyway, I mean, she's not going to say no, but that's something
I'll stay
to
at camp.
consider.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot I can do with scouting.
And finding another underwater passageway is a bit problematic for spellcasters that aren't using polymorph, because their spell components will get wet.
Yeah.
And or other stuff.
Yeah, scouting and spying is kind of my wheelhouse in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, that's why we've got the other 2 members that can do it. So.
Okay, so
We've got our strengths
Lafdul,
and
you
weaknesses.
will watch the north as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everyone happy with what they've decided?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't changed up my spells though until we rest in case we get combat in the middle of the night. So.
Okay.
Because we haven't even set up a watch yet.
I'm assuming you're doing the same watches as before. Is that
2-hour shifts?
Darrakar Lankas, then Lafdul Knack, then Braxon Grosh, then Ockar Lem, then Finn Solas?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you doing Leoman's tiny hut, Solas?
No.
Okay.
No, I had to sacrifice that.
Okay.
Spell slot.
What kind of
What
light
kind
are
of
you
spells?
going to use in the morning to regain spells?
We already made the campsite anyway,
Candle.
so.
Okay. Candles? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have candles. Oh.
Well,
Yep.
if needed, I could make something. I could prepare a spell where I could create a firelight, which would create a campfire that doesn't produce smoke.
I have candles and I have the continual lightstone in the lantern.
Yeah,
So-
if they want to use candles, that's fine.
Okay, so no one's interested in firelight then?
Not currently. I will use candles because it's a
No.
lot less.
Smoke's not too much of a problem here either.
Let's see. The flame seems to produce smoke and becomes much cooler, where it can be handled or touched bare-handed without causing harm.
Don't
Like-
forget about the potential of people getting damaged. You know.
Oh yeah. The downside of the firelight is that it burns brighter.
So, like, the type of light and the brightness is what I'm concerned about right now. Smoke and heat aren't going to be too much of a problem. The question is whether the light would be noticeable outside of your camp area.
Yeah, firelight would be.
Yeah, that's why candles should be safe because you can generally obscure it quite well. I'm supposed to be reading those damn diaries. Can I borrow your ring for my shift, Braxon? I want to spend a couple hours reading those diaries while I'm on watch.
I was going to be listening to people in the passage. Do you need to use it?
No, when we're on camp on guard duty, when people are asleep.
Oh, on camp, yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah, I'll give it back. It's only for a couple hours.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, now as a one quick thing, how do you guys want to be on watch? Let me start with Darrakar and Lankas. Like, do you want to
That
be
works.
close here, or are you going to be ranging out? Keep in mind that you have tried to disguise the entrance to your the tunnel.
Yes. So I'm going to use the. Well, I think I can. Wait. Yeah, because I've got hidden shadows and that kind of stealthy stuff. So I'll definitely be. I can be a lot closer to the boulders without causing any potential issues. I can also
Okay.
take the back entrance if Darrakar prefers to wait on that side, but.
So Darrakar, you want to be closer to camp, ready to like wake people up?
Right about here looks good.
Okay.
Should be able to hurry back and wake people up.
I'm not too concerned about exact positions. It's more like, is someone going to be
Yep.
at the actual like entrance that you've disguised, or is someone not
Yep.
going to be there, kind of thing? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be close to camp.
Okay.
Right in reach to wake people up.
All right.
And I'll be close to the entrance.
Okay. Lafdul, when you're on shift with Knack, how do you want to handle it?
I'll be like taking up a similar position to where Lankas was, because I have the same skill set.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that could take whatever Darrakar kind of position he was doing.
Okay. Then Braxon, when you're on watch with Grosh, what do you want to do? Braxon? Are you muted?
I'm muted, sorry. Has Grosh or Braxon got the best hearing?
You don't know how Ogre's hearing is.
Okay, fair enough. I think Braxon will be in the tunnel leading to the blocked up entrance, and Grosh where the water is.
Do you want to be like by the entrance, or do you just want to be like down here?
No, more sort of like here.
Okay. All right. And then Ockar, with you and Lem, keep in mind that by this point you will not have infravision.
I will stay near camp until she ranges out a bit because I can't see too well in darkness.
Okay. All
And
right.
I'll be able to warn people in camp if she reports back that there's trouble coming.
Okay. And Finn and Solas.
Finn will go up probably somewhere around this first bend, ready to take an animal form and run back if need be.
Okay.
So I should be around there.
Okay. All right. Keep in mind that the back entrance, that is a 20-foot drop down to the water. So just FYI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question
Yes.
about Braxon's ring. What's the range on it? And do I need line of sight on them?
You do need
Range.
line of sight.
All right, so wherever Solas is sleeping, I need to be nearby. With it, I can't be out of it. I need to be within. Do I need to maintain eye contact with him, or I just need to be, if he's just asleep in an area, I just be in the proximity?
You've got to be 30 feet, within 30 feet of someone.
All right, so I can just be here, looking out, I guess. Or mainly listening for the most part.
Who are you needing to use the ring on?
Solas, because he knows how to read Dwarven.
Oh, okay.
Now,
So do I.
All right.
if you're over here,
the
though,
gnome.
if you're over here, though, you need to use light to read that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. No, I am staying here. I'm not going out where Lankas is. I'm just hoping I can listen for noises.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see.
I still have a reasonable chance of detecting noise. So.
And Lankas, you wanted to hide in shadows while you're on watch?
Yes.
Okay. What is your chance?
Pretty sure it's 95. Let me double check. In shadows, 75.
Okay. All right. So you take up a place near the entrance, hiding amongst the rocks and rubble, both the ones that the stuff that was already there and the things that you guys kind of put there to try to further disguise the entrance. And during your shift, you do see a group of creatures pass through the corridor. So they don't seem to notice the entrance. They don't seem to notice you. They do pass by out here.
Okay.
And give me an intelligence check. I'm going to base what you learn out of that on the intelligence check. Okay.
Ooh, barely.
All right.
That's exact.
So what you can tell is that is a group of the Bat people. Can't tell if they're from Kazafrin or just another group. But there were 8 of them. Some of them were about 3 feet tall, ranging up to about 5 feet tall. And what you could tell is that they do not have wings, of like big wings. So you're pretty sure they can't actually fly. They might be able to glide or something like that, but they can't actually fly.
Okay.
You do not hear anything of their movement besides, very slight scuffing of their feet as they move. So they're very quiet. At least to your ears. They don't notice you, though.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, like, as they're passing by? Are you trying to notice anything in particular?
Let's see, I got how many? How are they equipped? Do they have, like, weapons?
They do not.
Okay.
They do appear to have, like, some simple belts and stuff like that. No actual, like, clothing. But they do not have weapons. You do think that they have some nasty-looking claws, though, so that's probably their weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I got that. Yeah, that works.
right.
Um,
So they may be
I'm
a
seeing, like-
patrol, they may be a group from Kazafrin, they may be just completely independent and just wandering. It's hard for you to say.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let
And
the next group know that some passed by.
the rest of the Night's Watches are uneventful. Okay, so does this mean anything to you guys? Is this going to change anything about what you want to do or anything like that? Anyone talk about it in the morning?
I mean, I
the
bring it
bat
up.
people coming past. Well, we've got some information about movement now, haven't we?
Yeah, well, definitely
Well, we
stuff
don't
happens out
know.
this far.
We don't know if they were from Kasafren or if they were just independent group that was traveling by.
Would Lem be able to estimate what way they were going?
They're moving past you, like beyond that. No, she can't.
Right.
She can't give you any more information.
Well, do we want to proceed as we planned or adjust our plans and try and follow the bat people? I think is the options.
Well, it's been many hours since they've moved past, because that was at Lankas' shift and he was on first shift.
Right. Then I guess we do what we were going to do anyway. It's my vote.
Okay. Anyone else have any input? I'm not hearing a whole lot of other thoughts.
Well,
Solas is thinking that we should just follow the plan.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think following the plan is probably our best course of action,
Okay.
and we just have to make sure that we keep an eye out to make sure those, in case those bad people or any other patrols come this way. If more people come in this direction, we know that it's probably more patrols from around the city.
So one thing that could indicate, if that is a patrol, that does mean that you could probably set up an ambush.
Yeah.
Just as an FYI, if it is a patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, we are like an hour out. The one nice thing about that is anything could happen that far away.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, certainly no one's going to hear what you did in the city itself. If they've sent out multiple patrols, maybe someone might hear, but yeah, you're far enough away.
Especially if...
Go ahead.
Especially if they don't have set patrol routes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would I learn this as memorizing spells? Because I might take a thought capture just to try my luck. I might get something.
You would have been
Where they
told.
walk past.
You would have been told when your shift came up.
All right, so I'd know to memorize it in the morning.
Because like
What?
Lankas was on first. I'll get to you in a second. Lankas was on first shift. Actually, Lafdul, you're on second shift. So yeah, they would have told you right away. Like as soon as they, like, hey, heads up, some creatures came by. It looked like those bad guys.
Oh,
yeah.
In that case, I wouldn't. I would not be reading.
Okay.
Knowing how close they are, I was like, no. I'll have to wait another day.
Yeah.
Keep in mind what shifts you guys are on. So, go ahead, Braxon.
How far out near the entrance were you, Lankas?
I was.
Was you all the way?
I was all the way at the rocks at the entrance.
All the way at the rocks.
Yep, I was peeking out.
I think Braxon would have adjusted his position then.
That's fine.
Well, the one thing I would say about doing things differently is there are people that said they would stay behind, and I think we should have somebody in the rough area where Lankas was, watching to see if any more people walk past our hiding place.
Do you want Lem to come back and do that while you are out, rather than search for other water? Another water entrance?
Well, there were 2 players that were going to stay behind, so I
Yep.
didn't know if they wanted to do that.
Well, if somebody has a way to give me invisibility, I could hang out near there and keep an eye out.
I mean, let's see. You know, I can forego vocalize and a third invisibility.
Then, if you're willing to cast invisibility on me, I can hang out near that entrance and near the entrance and keep an eye out for more patrols during the day.
Okay.
You get infravision and invisibility.
If
Sounds good.
question now, we did bring up this thing of echolocation does reveal you if you are invisible, so it will not hide you against those bat people.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
But if you're out,
I mean, it's
Oh,
still
I'm just
something.
gonna hope for
He's
the
still going to
best.
try to hide. Like, he's
Yeah,
not
I'm
just
still
going to
gonna try to
stand out
hide.
there in the open.
And to give myself the best benefit, I probably won't. I won't be wearing like the plate armor as well when I do this.
Okay.
So to make it so I don't make too much noise.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Darrakar, anything that you want to do, or do you want to be like back with the camp with the ogres?
I'll be at the camp with the ogres.
Okay. Okay. You guys ready to set out and change up your spells?
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, right. Before they leave, I do the thing that I said I was going to do yesterday, which is casting Sacred Guardian.
Okay. Remember
bunch of
who
people.
you need to remember who you're casting that on, because I'm not writing it down.
Keep
Yeah, I know. I'm making a
and
notepad.
times.
So I
Yep.
have. So let's see. So Sacred Guardian.
Also, we need to mark off another
For
ration.
One out for Lafdul. 0
Is it in the
for-
morning we do the ration? Never
Usually
checked.
it's the evening.
You're
Oh,
right.
maybe
I
the
didn't take one off in the evening.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you
let's
set
see,
out.
So I'm trying
Right.
to remember. So I cast one on Lafdul yesterday. Today I'm casting 4 of them on Solas, Finn, Braxon, Lankas, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am also casting one on you, myself, and I'm keeping track of that. So
Okay.
obviously I can know if you'll get attacked at camp.
Okay.
Okay.
And mine lasts the last 9 levels. So
All right.
days.
So, you head.
Breakfast, etc.
Lem guides you back to the environment of Kazafren, and you guys are gonna wait to cast Whisper Ward when you leave. So Finn and let's see. Well, it's just Finn going to the south, right? Yeah. So Lem will guide you to
Wait.
the what? Sorry.
I wanted to try my luck with the thought capture as those bat patrol went past. I just wanted to see if I would have got anything. If I don't get anything, I don't get anything. But
Okay.
so time
you
was
would,
advancing.
yeah, that's fine. You would get a general impression of hunger.
All right. That's fine. It might have just been a hunter power.
Well, it does tell you that like whatever it is like they're not, they didn't notice you and ignore you, because that probably
Yeah,
wouldn't have
that's
picked up.
what I was trying to eliminate. You know,
Okay.
that like sod or something. You know.
Okay. All right. So here's a question. how are you guys going to... If Finn is going to be on the south gate alone, watching, how are you guys going to let him know when you're done? Do you want to go down and collect him? Like when you're all
I
done
could
at the
cast
north
my.
gate?
I've memorized. I've got 4 memorized, 4 telepathies. I mean, I can cast mine on his, and his will just wear out earlier.
Well, it's
It'll
only a
give
half an
him
hour,
a
though.
rough idea of time.
It's only a half an hour, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm expecting you guys to
Alright.
be watching longer than that.
Oh, sorry, I'm misreading what's. Yeah, no.
Braxon's
There's
expecting
no
people
way for us
to
to know.
collect him on the way out.
Yeah, I think
I
we'll have
guess
to
if-
collect them on the way out.
Okay.
We'll have to send someone down.
Is that
Will
okay with you,
Braxon
Finn,
be
or do you have
landing
any
the-
suggestions for the others on that?
It's fine by me, or if it gets up to a certain amount of time, I'll just start making my way back.
Okay. Keep in mind, you don't know none of you guys know these caverns like Lem does.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Are we able to memorize the route, or is it really complicated?
It's pretty
guess not, he's an
complicated, and
undergrounder.
you've only been here like a day, so you've only been around this area,
Okay.
not very long. So,
How difficult would it be for someone with a high degree of skill in knowing direction?
definitely easier for you.
Yeah. Solas has got his stick.
Still not
Um,
easy, but okay. All right. Let's see.
Question for Braxon.
Uh-huh.
Will he land the language ring?
What, you want to take it in the city? Because I was hoping to listen to people if they went past. If you need it, you can
I
grab
mean, with it I could go and listen what people are talking.
Okay.
Or Lankas could.
I'm preparing 2 comprehend languages and 2 tongues, so I'm good.
Well,
do
and
remember
Braxon, you were
that,
talking about wanting to keep the ring on. Like you were talking about this before the break about keeping the ring for while you were watching the way. You're more than welcome
Yeah,
to keep it. It's
yeah.
your ring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you have vocalize Lankas?
Yeah, I
do.
want to keep the ring, actually.
I decided
in
to
case
get rid of
people are
forget and do
talking.
vocalize.
Okay, so Braxton's going to keep the ring. Okay. All right. So Lem will guide you
do
to
remember that
the.
comprehend languages has
I'm sorry.
I know.
just to remind Lankas that he will need to cast spells with verbal components if he wants to use
He
them.
knows. He knows.
Yep.
He knows his character. All right. So Lem will lead you to the north gate, and then she will take Finn to the south gate once she's dropped you off, and then she'll go off and look for another way in, water-wise. All right?
Thanks, Liam.
Okay. All right. So, what do you guys want to cast before, like, sneaking in?
Polymorph self, visibility. In fact, I've probably used all of them by now.
I will have the telepathy's cast on those 2.
I will cast fly on myself and Lankas. And polymorph self and invisibility.
Okay. And Lafdul?
I was just casting telepathy on them.
Okay. Are you using
I'm
polymorph
using-
self, or are you staying hidden?
I'm not. Oh, I'm using my ring of invisibility.
Okay. Okay. And Braxon is getting invisibility as well.
Yeah.
I'm also
Braxon.
hiding in shadows as well, but
Okay. Braxon and Lafdul, do you want to be together, or do you want to be separate?
probably together.
If you
I
want to
don't
do it together, that's fine. yeah, I mean, if we get into trouble that way, we can fight a way out.
No, I have pixie dust and stuff, so
Okay, so you do want to
That's-
you
that's
want to be
against
watching together.
Together's
It's
fine
too
with
bad
me.
we can't use pixie dust to fly away.
Okay. All right. So,
really good combat spell.
Finn, you're going to be shape changed while watching at the southern.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Make some notes. Okay. Okay. You guys ready to head in, Solas and Lankas?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, you're both flying in. What forms are you taking?
Solas is again going to be as small as a mouse.
Okay. All right. So you both fly through. Let me check something. Okay. The giant lizards don't seem to notice you, and it sounds like there is snoring coming from the side room.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to sneak under the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once there, out on the ledge, what do you want to do?
Solas will fly to the last stalagmite that we didn't visit, which was, if I remember correctly, the lowest one on the right.
Okay.
If you put them on the...
So you guys are separating from each other, right? To go do your own
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
Okay. I will go. I'm going to go ahead and use some of the tokens to indicate positioning. Okay. So Darrakar gets volunteered. These are the stalagmite arrangement kind of thing. The 6 here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing.
And I think this was the one that no one visited.
Okay. So you're going to go check that one out. And Lankas, how about you?
I want to see if I can't find anything about Vizerin.
Okay.
The main island had Lydia and Zintran talked about.
Because this hasn't been brought up before, can I give him a hint about his character?
What?
Sure.
Don't forget you are a rogue, and what rogues do.
Yes.
All right, that's all I was going to say.
Oh,
Definitely. You have a specific skill set, and you said you want to read. Well,
yeah.
just
like
take
looking
something.
for writing is looking for writing is interesting. Put any points into that, and I'll put some.
It doesn't matter if no one's looking at you.
You're quite quiet.
So,
Sorry. I was mumbling. Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the Darrow Island for now.
Okay.
just to refresh our memories, you said last time that the Night Flyers were here.
Yeah. So Night Flyers here. Can you guys see my my arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Night Flyers are there at Darrakar. Darrow is here at Grosh, and the start of my my arrow is basically like a little mushroom forest that they're obviously using for food. The bat creatures are at Bjomulf. Tree Steed is you saw Dark Elves Dro. Dark Elves also down where Lem is, and Kuotoa down at Knack. And right along here, there is a ledge as well against the far wall. Okay.
How wide is that ledge?
Wide enough to walk comfortably, single file.
Okay. So about 5 feet wide.
A little bit more, but yeah, give or take. And it is a give or take, because some places it's a little bit more narrow, some places it's a little bit wider, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Solas, you're heading to the lower right Dro aisle. What are you looking for in particular?
I want to see the layout of the aisle and also rough estimation on how many people are there and what kind of the general mood is.
Okay. And Lankas, what do you go into the Darrow Island for? Like, what are you paying attention to?
So, one thing I definitely want to do is cast Tongues. Ideally a bit a ways before last a few rounds, doesn't it? Actually, okay, I'm gonna see if I can't find any writing.
Okay. That might require going into buildings.
That is okay.
Okay.
The duration for tongues is around the level for mages.
Yeah, it's a round per level, which is not very long.
Okay. So you wanna sneak into buildings looking for writing.
Yeah, I want to see if I can't find anything about Vezerin, and Darrow seem like a good start because they were with the other group.
Okay. All right. And Solas, you're just you're staying a bit away to just kind of get a feel for what's there.
Yeah, that's what I will do at the first, and once I've got some kind of estimation on the island, I have other plans.
Okay. So there are 4 buildings on that island with the Dark Elves, and they have oddly tiled roofs on 3 of them. One of them is really small. It can't be more than like an outhouse or a small storage chamber or something like that. They're all 4 of them are squarish or rectangular, and you're pretty sure at least one of them, the largest one, is a barracks of some sort. There's a few windows in, and you can see some beds,
yeah,
some bunks, that kind of thing. And there's a number of dark elves, around on the surface of the island. Some definitely appear to be patrolling. Some appear to be going about other business that you can't really tell immediately. How far away are you staying?
I'm about 30 feet away, and I'm still in the form of the mouse.
Right, flying. I got it. Okay.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
The southern entrance, it was from that island,
Yes.
the pathway.
Yes.
And in the north, it was from the Night Flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're seeing male and female dark elves as well.
Roughly how many would I estimate?
You don't think you're seeing more than 2 dozen.
Okay.
But you don't know how many might be in the buildings. Okay. Lankas. So you fly to the Darrow Island. There are 3 buildings there.
Mm-hmm.
What do
Does
you
one
want to look
look-
at about those? What are you paying attention to? What do you want to do? That kind of thing.
One look more important than the other two.
Yes. Give me a second. Let me get those the descriptions of them. Okay, so basically they're all stone. It's hard to say what they used to be. One of them is irregularly shaped, and definitely looks like it was a small hall of some sort. Another one, you can't really tell what it is. It's fairly plain. And the third building, you can see a little chimney coming out of it, and it's semi-octagonal.
So, which one would you say is the most important looking one?
The irregular one. It's the largest, and there's definitely some Darrow guarding the doors.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll try sneaking in as a mouse.
Okay, so go down to the ground and try to sneak under the door.
Yep.
Okay, and you are invisible, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see something. Okay.
My move silently is 95%, if that matters.
You probably can't try to move silently as a mouse, because it's not your normal body.
Oh, okay.
So you do... mice are pretty quiet anyway. Unless they're in the ceiling
That's fair.
above me. Stupid mice. Anyway, so you do sneak under the door, and what you can see are some rather smoky braziers putting out a low level of light. And actually, okay, hold on. So it's a rectangular building with a little bump out, and there are so kind of like a T shape. And it's like the 2 doors are on the arms of the T. Both of them are guarded. Left or right? Which one do you want to sneak in?
Left.
Okay. All right. So sneaking in, you can see a large pallet, sleeping pallet, of like rags and dirty clothing, just kind of turned into bedding, with some smaller ones right around it. That's straight ahead of you, and there are 2 Darrow guarding the door on either side of you, like right inside. And you can see on the opposite side of the room, at the other door, the same kind of thing mirrored the 2 Darrow guarding that door. But the far corner from that is piled with lots of sleeping pallets. From here, it's it's basically around the corner to your left to see further into the building. Do you want to sneak in there?
Yep.
Okay. So you can see a crude throne has been built into the back wall of this, so it's basically forming a hall. There are some guards on the walls, and some female Darrow nearby, clearly fawning over the Darrow sitting in the throne. obviously treating himself as a ruler of some sort.
Okay.
And the room does not smell good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sit around for a bit and see if I hear anyone say the name Vezerin.
Okay.
Because to hear a name, I'm assuming I don't need to speak the language, because...
You don't need to speak the language, but it does help.
It does.
Because you won't necessarily pick out the name amongst the other phonemes. Especially if they're pronouncing it slightly different than you would.
Yeah.
So you do not hear that.
Okay.
I will give you an intelligence check at a quarter of your score to see if you do pick out any names, though.
Quarter rounded down?
Yep, rounded down.
Nope, that's not how that works. Dang.
Okay. You don't pick out any other names. Whether that's because they weren't saying any names or because you don't know enough about the language, you can't tell. You don't see any obvious writing material in here.
Okay. Okay. How quickly... No, that's not even going to really work. One of the ones fawning, you said. Okay, who's been speaking? Like, have there been any clear people speaking? Has anyone come in to speak?
So
Talk
no
to
one's
the guy?
come in, but the guy who's treating himself as a ruler is speaking with the 3 female Darrow who are fawning over him.
Okay.
You'd guess that they're wives or concubines or something.
Could try and cast comprehend language on one of the females. But that would require me to touch them.
Also requires for you to change the form.
That's true too.
And you would be you're surrounded by Darrow. They would hear you casting a spell.
Well, that's I would cast vocalize first. That's an
Oh, I thought you didn't take that.
That's a given. Oh no, so I said I wasn't going to take it, but then I decided to take that instead of forget. So
Oh, okay. All right.
I had one more spot, and so I switched that out last minute.
Fair enough. But yes, it would require you to touch. But you only need to touch a Darrow to get the Darrow language, I believe, right? Because it gives you the language, it doesn't give you... It's not that it makes you understand them personally.
Must touch a creature or the writing. Note the ability to read does not necessarily impart understanding.
You might be invisible, but your spell components won't be if you're using them.
No, so the wizard is able to understand the spoken words of a creature. So I assume...
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it gives you the language itself.
Well, it doesn't give me the language as much as the ability to understand them.
Right.
It does. Yeah, it does not. The spell does not enable the caster to speak or write an unknown language. Oh well, let's speak or write. Written material.
I'll take a look. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean it seems to imply.
Basically, it doesn't give you the language; it just gives you the ability to understand it.
But if it gives you the ability to understand the language, i.e., multiple creatures.
No, the spell says when the spell cast, the wizard is able to understand the spoken words of a creature or read an otherwise incomprehensible written message.
The AoE is one
So I-
speaking creature or written object.
Okay. Yeah. So you would not be able to touch
it
another
doesn't say
Darrow.
anything about knowing the language.
Yeah. It doesn't allow you to like. If you're in a room full of Darrow, you can only understand one Darrow. You can't understand all of the Darrow with the spell. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you want to understand all of the Darrow, you would have to cast Tongues.
Right. Okay.
Which is only 7 minutes. That might be long enough to see if I hear a name.
Need to decide soon.
Okay. I'll cast Tongues. I'll be a bit safer and cast Tongues. So I'll change and then I'll do Vocalize and then cast Tongues.
Okay. Vocalize does not have a verbal component, correct?
No, it's material and somatic.
All right. What's the material component?
I have it in front of me if you want me to read it out.
Vocalize. There it is.
does.
Material is a bell with no clapper.
Okay. All right.
There's
So
also in the Mage's handbook, the complete Wizard's handbook, it's the small golden bell without a clapper.
that's fine. I don't need the type of metal it is. Just it's a small bell without a clapper. So that means it won't make a sound itself, but it might be visible. And what is the material component for tongues? It's a small ziggurat, basically, right? Clay ziggurat.
Small clay model of ziggurat, which shatters when the spell is pronounced. Interesting.
Okay.
Passed over somewhere soft. So that was a soft landing.
How do you want to be not seen and not heard in this room? I'm assuming you have not changed form yet because you might decide not to do this.
Yeah. How big is this room?
So the main part is about 50 feet wide, I think. Let me double check. Oh, no. 40 feet wide by 40 feet long along the hall part. So it's kind of T-shaped. And each length is about 40 feet long.
I mean, so how far away in one of those branches, how far away can I get from people? Because there's 2 doors into this
15
room, right?
feet.
Or are there 3?
There's 2 doors.
feet?
And there are 6 guards in the main chamber where all the bedding is. And there's a lot more people in the hall part where the ruler is.
Okay. Okay, I have an idea.
All right.
Now here's the question. Vocalize allows me to obviously not ignore the verbal component. Does that allow me to make another noise in its place?
What do you mean?
My thought is ventriloquism the spell. I could cast that because vocalize allows you lasts for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So any spells you cast in those 5 rounds is silent. I could cast ventriloquism, so the casting of the spell will allow me to not have the verbal component, and then I can my thought is to sneeze, like, just kind of in the background near the other people while casting their spells, so like the shattering of the ziggurat and stuff won't be noticed.
So you vocalize, then you ventriloquism a sneeze, and then you cast tongues. Is that your thought?
Yep.
All right, let me look at vocalize real fast.
You also have ventriloquism as a non-weapon proficiency for being an image maker, don't forget.
Oh yeah, I could just do that instead. I don't need to waste the spell.
Well,
Spell's more reliable. It's just
the
casting
spell is a true ventriloquism. It makes the sound come from someplace else.
Yeah, that's probably safer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Okay, so you cast vocalize, you cast ventriloquism to make the sound of a loud sneeze from like the far end of the room.
Yep.
And then you cast the okay. So that'll just reduce the chance that it is noticed. And are you doing this in like the corner
fair.
farthest from anyone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you choose languages when you take tongues, correct? When you cast it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want
And I'll
Darrow,
do,
any
how
other
many-
languages?
How many do I get? 1 tongue for every 3 levels. That means 2. I'll do Darrow and Undercommon.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Vocalize is level 2. Ventriloquism is level 1.
Yep.
Okay.
And Tongues is level 3.
All right. All right. So you do succeed. The loud sneeze you have seems to come from one of the other Darrow. They do not notice the casting of your tongue spell and the shattering of the clay ziggurat. Now there are pieces of this. Do you want to like kind of like kick them under the bedding a little bit? Because that's where you're standing. Okay. Okay. Now with tongues, there's definitely some confusion as to where that sneeze came from. Because they're now looking at the guy that it seemed to come from, and he's like, I didn't sneeze.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping this generates some discussion, actually.
Okay. You do hear the ruler call from the hall, asking, you know, what's going on, and the guards report. He comes out to look around, and they're discussing what might have happened. Are you just gonna like stand there and watch? Are you still in gnome form? What?
I'm still in gnome form, but invisible. Actually, wait. I can transform back into a mouse and still hear?
Yes.
And understand?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll transform back into a mouse, and I'll probably get a little bit closer to hear a little bit better.
Okay. Okay. So, after some discussion, and this will probably run out the duration of your tongue spell, this discussion that they're having.
Okay.
They're gonna conclude that it must have been either those damn dark elves or the disgusting final that are playing tricks on them.
Okay.
You do hear that the leader, whose name is Kandex. One of them refers to him by name, Kandex. He seems to indicate that he's going to go talk to Vezerin or Lydia about this.
Hmm. I got a name. I'm definitely getting out of here now.
Okay. Okay, so you sneak out of the room for now. We'll deal with what else you want to do. Solas, while that's going
Not
on,
only did you
Vezerin?
get a name, but you got like 3 names. That's great.
Yeah, you pulled off so really hard.
You said he was going to talk to Vezerin and who?
Lydia.
Vezerin or Lydia.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
So Kandex is this guy, and he's going to talk to Vezerin or Lydia, who are other leaders.
Well,
think
I also
Lydia
know
was
those.
one of the Dark Elf leaders.
Yes. So. Okay. I got some information.
Okay,
Yep.
Solas, you are on. While this is happening, you are investigating the Dark Elven island. What do you want to do while there?
Is there anyone any group that looks like they are chatting or something like that?
Yeah, there's a group chatting in kind of a central open area.
Well, I will cast Vocalize and the priest version of Tongues, which doesn't require any material components.
You're still in a
Go
mouse
and
form.
listen. I will change into back into myself, cast those spells, and then change back into a mouse and fly near.
Okay. Okay, so you're doing this like 30 feet up when you cast that?
Yeah, there's no vocal components, and the bell I'm basically... No, I go a bit further away to cast the Vocalize since it lasts 5 rounds, and then come back.
Okay. All right. And what do you want to like? How do you want to get close to these the elves speaking?
Once I have casted Tongues, I will quietly land near them and sneak behind them as a mouse to listen in.
Okay. All right.
Paying close attention that there's no spiders.
You are not seeing any large spiders. At least not on the grounds. Obviously, you can't look inside the buildings or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so they appear to be discussing future patrol plans.
Okay.
But you've come into the middle of it, so it starts off a bit like unclear on exactly what's going on. Like you know, you miss out on what was said before and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What you do learn is that the Kuo-toa will be sending out a patrol after the Darrow, and after that, the Night Flyers, who they refer to as Final, will be sending out a patrol. Now, when exactly that is, and the times between those patrols, you don't pick up any of that. They're not discussing that. They're more talking about scheduling. And exactly when, since you came into the middle, you know you've come into the middle of this, so you can conclude that these are not the immediate next patrols.
Do they mention from where the patrols leave and where they come back, which gate?
No, you can tell that that's already known.
Okay. Does any one of these elves look like they might be the highest ranking, the commanding one?
Does any one of these what?
Does anyone look like they're the highest ranking one? Like they're the
No.
leader of this?
No, they do not.
Okay. Well, I'll try to listen up as much of useful patrol information as I can.
Okay. They don't seem to talk about routes. It's more talking about scheduling. Give me an intelligence check
Well,
at half your score. This is going to determine whether you piece some things together, come to some conclusions that they're not actually saying. Okay, so that's a no. Okay. So that's going to be about the similar amount of time as what Lankas did. I think at this point, telepathy has run through about half of its duration.
Well, since telepathy is up, I would let Lafdul know about these future patrols.
Oh, I forgot I had telepathy up. I can communicate. Honestly, there's so many things I can tell them. They're funny in a way of communicating with them. Completely forgot I had telepathy up. Now
well, they may not have been
patrol that recently
communicating. They also may not have been communicating what's happening as it was happening. They may be telling you after the fact as well. So, just because you have telepathy up doesn't mean you actually use it.
Yeah,
patrol that
not like
recently
we are
went,
giving
the Bat people. I think we reasonably assumed that the Bat people did a patrol recently because they weren't mentioned.
They were not mentioned.
Well,
at least not in a way that he understood it to be so.
Yeah, and you entered in the conversation mid-part, so maybe I don't know. Maybe they have different roles.
Well, if they're talking about future patrols, then they're not going to mention what just happened, so.
No, but they might mention a future patrol by the same group that has just been done.
Sure.
But yeah, I will listen as long as my tongue spell allows, which is 1 turn.
Okay.
And,
it's
then,
mostly logistical stuff and information about like how they are going to get the reports and stuff like that. Nothing in too much depth.
I have a suggestion for Lankas.
Okay.
He said that Darrow said he was going to inform Lydia and the other person. Have you tried following them? You're invisible and you're flying at the moment. You might be able to see which building they're going to or whatever.
Yeah, I was actually planning to see if anyone official looking was sent out after. My first priority was to get out of there because I didn't want to get caught.
Okay. So after getting out, since Solas is going to be listening more until his tongues runs out. You leave. You do not see anyone coming out immediately. So give me a normal intelligence check, please.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a failure.
All right. That just means that I'm not going to give you any information.
By your own prowess.
You can draw your. I won't draw a conclusion for you. It is up to you to draw conclusions. How long do you want to wait for someone to come out, or something like that?
About 15 minutes.
Okay. All right, Solas. Once your tongue spell runs out, what do you want to do?
I fly back up, and next I'm going to be flying to the Kuotoa Island.
Okay.
and first do general survey of the place and how
Okay.
many people there are.
So there are 3 buildings. One is L-shaped and very plain. You would conclude that's probably a barracks or living quarters. Let me double check the other 2. Give me a second. And you're staying about like 30 feet up right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the buildings is kind of semi-octagonal and fairly plain as well, but the other one looks like it's probably a building that has 2 chambers inside because of the nature of the roofs. And it's a little bit nicer and probably was some sort of living quarters when the Duergar constructed this place. A personal living quarters for someone important. Because it's fancy, it looks
And
like
I
a
would,
residence, that kind of thing.
And I would estimate that's the living quarters of the current Kuotoa chief. Since it's the fanciest place.
In terms of numbers, because you want to know roughly how many individuals you saw?
Yeah.
A dozen, give or take. You cannot tell gender on Kuotoa. You don't know them well enough.
Yeah, not well enough. So only a dozen about.
Outside. You don't know how many are inside the buildings.
Yeah. I will try to sneak as a mouse into the fancier building under a door, or if there's a window, sit on the windowsill.
Okay. Let's see. All right, just wanted to double check something. All right, so you go down to the door, and the door is very well made. It is a relatively thin stone door, but it is still a stone door. And it is so well made that you as a mouse cannot get underneath it. You'd have to be something completely boneless to get under it.
Smaller.
Not even just smaller, I mean an insect might, but like an ooze or slime would have to would be what would be necessary.
Okay. Is there windows?
Let's see. There's no windows on the main octagonal part, but the second room, it does look like there are some windows, but they are made with a type of crystal. Like they have like a type of crystal that just kind of lets general light in and doesn't let you actually look inside in details.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like a dark smoky colored crystal or something like that. It's more translucent than transparent.
How are there windows in the other buildings or doors that I could get under?
You do think you could get under the doors of either of the other buildings? Yes, they're not as well made.
I will peek under the door on those buildings.
Which one? The L-shaped building or the semi-octagonal?
Let's start with the semi-octagonal.
Okay. So you peek under, and you can hear the sound of, like, as you're crawling under before you can even see anything, you can hear the sound of tools on stone. You're going to continue on in?
That's some kind of workshop.
Are you going to continue on in?
Yeah, I will look under.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see that at the far part of this chamber, there are a number of dwarves wearing basically just like rags and with pickaxes and they're chopping like hammering into the stone floor, clearly in the process of digging out like digging it down for some reason. And there are armed Kuotoa watching them.
How many dwarves?
Give me an intelligence check. It's kind of dark in here.
Mm-hmm. That's a success.
You don't think there's more than a half a dozen.
Okay.
They look miserable.
Yeah, I would think that they are slaves, and they are normal dwarves, not Duergar or Dero.
Yes.
Okay. Well, after seeing that, I will go and check the other building.
Okay. Inside, there are moss bedding. There's moss bedding. This is clearly being treated as a barracks. The room is empty for now, but the walls are covered with web-like designs, and the roof area has odd structures that are definitely not Kuotoa made. Like these are part of the structure, and they seem like cubbies high up towards the ceiling.
Okay.
But whatever it
is
used to
telepathy
be,
still
it's now like barracks for Kuotoa. You can tell that because of all the moss bedding.
Can I make rough estimates on how many beds there are?
Give me an intelligence check at half your score.
Oh, that's a over.
Okay. It's hard to tell because you're a small mouse and you're looking at this like you just crawled under the door. These moss mounds are higher than you, so at least in a mouse form on the floor, you cannot tell.
Well, I'll retreat from this building for the moment, and I will go and check the middle Drow Island that I haven't checked at myself at all.
Okay. This is probably about when you're going to recognize that the telepathies are running out.
Last information before the telepathy and Solas would inform Lafdul about seeing the dwarven slaves.
Oh, that's good to know. We have potential allies on the inside if we manage to free and arm them. They might be the prison wardens.
How much?
Did we get all the?
Go ahead.
No, never mind. I just remembered. I was gonna ask a question, but then I remembered we already got the answer. I was gonna ask about were any dwarves missing from the rescue, and I realized some of them were eaten. So
I mean, they might have caravanned them off.
So, how much longer do you guys want to spend here without the telepathy, knowing that those outside have no contact with you and you have no contact with them? You cannot let them know that you're in trouble.
Solas will check this island, and after that he is leaving. He would inform that if he had time with the telepathy.
Yeah, you can tell him that you're going to check the one last island before leaving. Lankas, how about you? By about the time that you're deciding that no one's coming out of this building, the telepathy is going to expire.
okay. I just remembered. Okay, he said when they were talking about the drow or the something might be playing tricks on them. What was the second one? He said.
Final.
Meaning the Night Flyers.
Yeah.
Got it.
They sound like fun.
Okay.
Solas would have shared stories of Night Flyers that he had been told previously.
They're all very much boogie monster type tales, FYI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Lankas, knowing that the telepathy is just about to expire, what are you going to do at this point? Continue looking around? Do you want to leave? Give one last message
I'm gonna
to
be honest.
Lafdul?
I'm
How long
gonna
am I
fly
waiting
to a
for you?
wall
You're going to fly to a wall?
and try to fly towards the wall towards the north end and attempt to dimension door out.
Okay. So the safest place is probably the ledge at the exit gate, because you know if you go in a straight direction that way, you will be beyond the gate.
Okay. Yeah.
If you go anywhere else, then you might risk trying to teleport, dimension door into solid matter.
Yeah. I'm just trying. Yeah. The main goal isn't to like do anything super crazy or to get out in some weird way. It's just more to test. So I'm gonna try and be safe about it. So I will do that. I just want to test
Sounds
if
silly.
teleporting works.
Did either of you cast Detect Magic while in there to see if you can get a feel for what's in the area? I mean, you'll probably be overwhelmed, but
I did not prepare it.
fair enough.
Solas?
No, I didn't cast, but can't you just visualize the area that you want to transport with the dimension door?
No, you state a direction and a distance.
Actually, it says that whether by visualizing the area within spell transfer distance or by stating direction and distance.
Okay, fair enough. But you do have to know that it's within distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so getting close is a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Me and Brax need to roll surprise.
now, well, he's still going to be invisible. So you could do that. You could do that against one of the walls, or even like down below. Keep in mind that like the water is a good 50 feet below the gatehouse.
Yeah, it's 30 yards per level.
I mean, it's a pretty fast spell. It's casting time 1, so I feel fine just kind of landing, casting it. Yeah. So.
Okay, so you're doing this right after the telepathy runs out, correct? So you're gonna be getting out before Solas.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The main reason is I want to just check this, and if something goes wrong,
okay.
I don't want to
check it while you're relatively safe.
So you fly over towards the gatehouse, and you're not sure if this is going to how it's going to affect what you're doing, but there are some creatures on the nearest island, basically where Darrakar is on this little chart that I've got. And they're definitely on alert, not like on alert because they've detected anything, but like performing guard duty kind of thing. Watching the northern gatehouse. Dimension door is not invisible. Like, it's not like a bright flash, but there is magic noticeable when someone dimension doors.
Okay.
And they're close enough that they might hear.
Level. You were a 7th level, right?
Yes.
So that's roughly 630 feet, I think, the distance that you can dimension door.
Yes, about that. 630. Yes, you're correct. I just put in a
just if it makes difference.
Most people won't look above the ground level if you go below the ground level.
True, but if it's across the water, they still might see something. Because they're on the pillar looking towards the north.
Maybe you could
Okay,
hide behind something in Dimension Door.
More like I'm probably just going to wait until the situation changes. I was trying to go kind of fast but I'd rather wait and be safe.
So they're like on a guard duty kind of thing. Like to make sure that if anything happens at the northern gate, like if whatever is there, shouts a warning out, they're there ready to react. So the situation is not too likely to change except for changing of the guard.
Yeah, and that might take a while. Okay, that's a good point.
Question.
Yeah?
Are the floating platforms see-through or do they block the vision?
They're very translucent.
Okay.
Like, it's like milky quartz or something like that, where some light could definitely pass through, but they're not like clear crystal.
The magic that is visible, is it light or light that is shine, or?
It's a mixture of both. It's not a bright flash, but there is a visual component of you dimension dooring out.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the how far away is the mushroom area from the gate?
Give me an intelligence check, please.
Okay.
Sounds silly.
Just hitting it.
Give or take 200 feet.
200 feet.
Keep in mind again that the creature, like, these are pillars in the middle of the lake. There is like a cliff down to the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you were to be right directly below them, they would probably not see you. They might hear something, but they would not see you. Unless they're, like, looking right over the edge, straight down. Similar situation as if you're, like, way up high. But make a decision.
I had to use my foot. I'll go down below the line a bit. No, I'm just gonna not do it. I'm gonna just sneak past normally.
Okay. All right.
It's too dangerous.
Okay. All right. So you'll sneak out and in mouse form.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You do manage to get past the creatures that are in the guardhouse. All right. Solas.
Question.
Yeah.
Is the barrier directly inside the gatehouse, or is it at the gate itself?
It bisects the room somehow.
Okay.
So part of the room is covered, part of the room is not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Solas, you go to the middle right island. There were 3 round towers out on the edge, and 2 other buildings. One of which is clearly a multi-chambered building.
Mm-hmm. I will look if there's windows and try to look inside.
Into what? Which building?
In the towers at first.
Okay. So the towers themselves are very decorative, and they do have continual light at the top, shedding quite a bit of light anywhere. They do not appear to have any windows. It's just
Okay.
one door into each.
How well made are those doors?
Pretty well made.
Okay. Well made enough that no mouse could sneak under.
You'd have to go down and look.
Okay. Are there any windows on the central building?
That one, let's see. Not windows per se, but it is covered in embedded crystal, and some of them are definitely designed to let light through, but they're not very transparent.
Is there any area that I could estimate, like if there's lots of those crystals in there in that area, like that might be something like the throne room, so to speak?
Not really. You would say that. So, give me an intelligence check.
That's a success.
Okay. So you're guessing based on the shape of the building and the roofs. There's 3 rooms inside, and the southernmost room is not as important. It does not seem to have as many embedded crystals.
Okay, so out of the 3 rooms, only one is the not important room?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. Good to know. Is there any guards that are talking, or people talking on the outside?
Not talking, but there are drow guards out there.
Okay.
We're past time for wrapping up, so I want to wrap this up pretty quick.
Yeah. I think Solas would then leave this island, and if on the way back he notices that there is a group of night flyers that look like they are discussing something, he would cast another tongue spell with vocalize some distance from them and go and listen and then leave.
No, but you do. As you do pass by that island, there are, you'd guess, a dozen of them out on the surface of that island.
Okay.
And you're going to go ahead and leave there?
Yeah, if they don't look like they are talking.
Not really. Not in any kind of, like, reasonable way. Okay. So you guys will get out, be able to reconnect with those those watching the northern exit. One thing that those who are watching, Braxon and Lafdul.
Yeah.
You did notice a patrol not come along, like. Were you watching, like, separate branches, or were you watching the main branch?
Separate, probably. Because they're right next to each other.
Yeah, Lafdul said he wanted us to be together, so I said I'd go with that. So
Okay.
I don't know if we could watch 2 tunnels. Unless we could find a place, join.
I mean, at the crossroads.
Okay, you weren't able to tell which way they, like what exactly they were doing, but while the rest of the group was in Kazafrin, you did see a small patrol of Drow leave.
Right.
Okay.
Less than half a dozen.
It's a pretty small patrol, but then they might not need that many.
Yeah.
Well, considering that there might not be that many drows.
So then you're going to cast the Whisper Ward go fetch Finn. He'll cast Whisper Ward, and you guys will go back to camp.
Yeah.
Or do you guys want to
Did Braxon
wait
hear
here?
the
Wait.
drow
Hold
say
on. Hold on.
anything?
Hold on. Hold on. Or do you guys want to wait here and make decisions next time?
I do have a couple of spells that I would cast again before leaving.
Okay, then let's hold off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys will get back, share the information real fast, and be prepared to do other things.
Yeah.
Note that they were only inside Kazafrin for, well, Solas was in there for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
like not even quite an hour. So the patrol that left is still fairly close. So keep that in mind.
Probably stalk them.
And just to heads up, the spells I'm going to be casting are the same as at the start of this, so Clairvoyance and Clairaudience with tongues.
Okay. All right. So that is going to be, let's see. Real fast. All right. So, for Solas, that'll be a 900. That'll be 800 experience points plus 100 for your wizard.
Okay.
Lankas, that will be 800 experience points plus 50 for your thief and 150 for your wizard. And then 800 experience points for everyone else. Oh, actually, Finn, what level was Time Pool?
Time Pool is a 5th level.
Okay, so an extra 250 for you.
All right.
All right, and then Solas is going to be casting some spells at the start of next session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna cast. I'm probably gonna cast a spell when we are getting ready to go to bed, since I had a thought of casting Wyvern Watch near the area right behind like this whole hidden thing we've got going on. So if somebody were to find out that there was a hidden passage there and they try to step in, it would trigger the Wyvern Watch. It only lasts 8 hours, so it would go away by the time we wake up.
Okay.
Yeah, I also took a Wyvern Watch as well.
Just make a note of that for next time, because it's not going to be immediately at the start. So. Okay. Anyone going up a level?
No.
Not quite.
Yeah.
No.
So that
Okay.
drow patrol that went past wasn't saying anything, yeah?
Nothing of note. You do think that they were trying to be kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah, they were definitely acting as pretty professional militarily.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We will be back next time as the party regroups and plans out some more potential sneaking. I do want to note that the more you sneak, the more likely you are to be noticed. Because obviously there was some notice already, and I'm like checking things for like to see if people if things smell you, if you leave some trace, that kind of thing. So just FYI.
Yeah.
So it's not like risk free. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to thank you guys for playing. I'll thank everyone out there for watching, and we will be back next time. See you then, everyone.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks
See
for
you,
the
everyone.
game.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game. Take care, everyone.
Yep.